Here we go, another day with our real estate success. So we're repacking, so it's unique to you. The packaging of the market trends report is where your style philosophy can come through. If you're a numbers person and math is a second language to you, you may want to potentially feature the math of absorption rates, list to sales, price ratios, and days on the market. However, if you were an English major, your style might be more lyrical. Crafting a narrative and sprinkling the math throughout the marketplace story. In this section, I talk about ways to package the market trends report to best reflect what you can offer your clients. First, segment your marketplace geographically. Many MLSs include dynamically different submarkets within the larger marketplace, so you may want to do separate reports for those different areas as well as a general marketplace report. The border view works well to gain a flavor of the marketplace as a whole, but those submarkets should be tracked in addition to the overall report if you are working in those areas. Also, segment your marketplace into a minimum of 5 price segments. While the most people, real estate agents, and the media view the marketplace as one entity. That is too general of an approach. Price plays a significant factor, so after you decide on a geographical area or segment, you need to segment via price point. Here are 5 possible key price point segments: entry, low middle, middle, upper middle, and upper. Each one of these segments can vastly different from the other. Although your sellers and buyers may want to know the overall health of the marketplace, what they really want to know about is what's happening in the specific marketplace they are trying to buy or sell in. The only way to convey that to them is through price point comparison. Shows of an example marketplace trends report. What you're trying to show the seller is the level of activity, pool of buyers, and general compensation level between sellers, success rates of sellers, and how aggressive some sellers are in the marketplace. You need to show and explain to them where in the general market they fit and how the general market will affect them. For example, let's say you have a seller in the low middle of the market at $225,000 to $325,000. You think the value of the home is $275,000. You have not disclosed that to the seller yet. What you're doing at this stage is showing them level of activity, pool of buyers, general compensation between sellers, success rate of sellers, aggressiveness of sellers, in other words, price reduced, what well-priced sellers can expect. In the example from figure 4:1, you want to talk with them about how raising inventory creates greater compensation for the buyers. The trends show that the market went from 76 homes to 101 homes in the last 60 days. Whether you are meeting a buyer or a seller, the data in the driver, your calculator, is going to be your best friend. Creating your percentages, assessing the odds, and demonstrating what is likely to happen or how unlikely something were to happen sets you apart from other agents. Here's how you'd find the percentage increase in inventory using the data from 4:1. Property increase in inventory. The sales per month are relatively stable in numbers, 32, then 20, then bounce back to 28. One thing you can do is to take the 3 numbers and create an average. What you can say is that you know that you would have about 27 buyers per month on average. There is compensation for those buyers. The section for those buyers is better than it was a few months ago. You can do is to take the 3 numbers and create an average. What you can say is that you know that you would have about 27 buyers per month on average. There is competition for those buyers. The section for those buyers is better than it was a few months ago. The buyers may have gained a bit of bargaining power because of the increase in inventory. If the sales remained consistent and there were no new listings in a whole month, it would take 3.6 months to absorb the entire current inventory. You know more. Homes will come on the market, but you're drawing a mathematical line in the sand. You have to explain what that means and put it into context. According to NAR, the absorption rate for a balanced market is 6 months of available inventory. That is a marketplace where neither the seller nor the buyer has control of negotiations. They have equitable negotiation power, as you can see in the example. The remaining months of inventory, or it is also called absorption rate, is 3.6 months. It is still a seller's market. So the buyer's negotiating power is muted, but it's also likely that prices will continue to increase. The buyer is faced with a situation in which it will likely cost them more for the same home in the near future. Being an expert on marketplace data and crafting a unique market trends report makes you more valuable to clients and prospects. It helps you become more confident in a shorter period of time. A market trends report is something you will use every day for your career. It's like a part of scissors to skilled hairdressers. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back soon, okay? Bye-bye.